and my partner Michael. Today we are going to talk about Zaha Hadid's architecture. Our presentation will last about 5 minutes, and after that, if you have any questions, please ask us. And our presentation is divided into 3 main parts. First, we are going to talk about the education background, and then I and Michael will move on to the design theory, and then finally Michael will talk about projects in China, which is designed by Zaha Hadid. Okay, so let's move on to the education background first. Zaha Hadid, not same with us, was not doing architecture at the beginning. She studied at the University of Beirut in USA, studying at the mathematics, which led her to generate objective thinking, which is the maybe the fundamental of a further study in the architecture. And then after she graduated from the University of Beirut, she studied at the Architectural Association in London, which plays a very significant role in his life. In there, she met one of the most famous architects in this world, Raymond Koolhaas. And after she graduated, she worked for Raymond Koolhaas for several years. In there, she knows how to design and finally have his own style of design theory. So let's move on to her design theory. There are 5 main principles of her theory. So the first one is the nonlinearity, which means using curves or topological surface to create the form and shape. Not only use the traditional straight lines, triangles, and box or something like that. And the next principle is nature, which means that architecture should be regarded as a part of the nature. When we design the architecture, we should consider the conditions, the surroundings, and other elements around it, and combine the environment and the architecture together as a whole to follow the logic of the nature. And then let's move on to the parameterizations, which means using relative parameters to generate the form and the shape, which imply a kind of movement, not only the static. So let's move on to the structure.
All right, thank you very much for Jack's presentation of our first the formal part, and I'll move next to the next half part of our presentation. And the first, the new structure. What's the meaning of new structure? And for a building, the fundamental of a building is depend on its structure. And from you can see at the beginning from Zaha's design, the exterior of the building is really amazing, right? And it cannot exist without a new structure. And next is flowing space. The indoor space in Zaha's designs, it's different from besides other designers. Like Jax mentioned about the natural, right? Flowing space is like water flow in the inside of the building. It's great. And next, the last part is a specific study of his more specific project called Soho. What is the meaning of Soho? Soho means that small office and home office, and they divided a building into different parts, but entirely the whole exterior is not influenced by the inside of the building. And it's in Beijing, nice. And the inside of the building, it's looks beautiful, yes. And this is a draft of Zaha's company.
5 minutes
Thank
up.
you very much.